Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi. Okay. So I'm a little discombobulated today because I wasn't sure how I was going to show you guys my computer screen when we do this. So I think I'm just going to hold it. Hello, Emily. Hi, Kelly. Hello. I'm not close enough to see who's commenting. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Steph. Hello, Heather. Hi. Okay, guys, we've got a lot to get through today. So I put the agenda up in my Facebook event, but just in case, hello, and I'm not doing chat limited. So if you have any consultants that you want to invite, feel free to invite, but you can also share this broadcast afterwards. So don't worry, you can always, like when I'm done, you can share a link, just like a YouTube video, in a group. So you're in the queue. Yay, you're in the queue. That's always so exciting. You can quit shopping. Oh, that's so sweet that you think that. Yes, no, you won't ever quit shopping. Okay, guys, here is our agenda for tonight. All right, we got a lot to get through. We're going to go through our pre-sale, our sale, and our post-sale. So, all right, let's get going. Without further ado, it is impossible to quit. Okay, guys, I'm going to go pretty quickly because we have so much to cover. If you have any questions, I will ask. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Thanks for joining me. If you guys have any questions, either wait till the end or post them in the event, just so we can kind of like keep the flow going. So let's get started. This is how to do, or how I do. Oh, thanks, guys. This is how I do my Periscope sales. This is not saying that what I'm doing is right. This is not saying that there's not a better way to do it, because you're going to find your own way. This is just, it is not dorky. You better be taking notes. This is just how I do it, and this is what works for me, and I found the same system works for both Facebook Live as Periscope. So, you onboarded today? Yes. All right, it works, so it's right. Well, this works for me. Take it, do what you want with it. All right, so the first thing, you got your stuff. You're so excited because everything is finally here. All your Lula lovelies are here. You're like, what? I gotta sell some stuff. I just spent a ton of money, so now I need to sell. So you want to do a Periscope sale. Okay, great, perfect. So the first thing you do, well, number one, you stop doing all those QB chats, because we talked about that last time, right? We're not doing QB chats. Periscope is for customers, okay? Periscope is for customers. So you need to tell everyone now, you have all this great stuff. You're going to have a sale. So say it's Tuesday. You're having your sale Friday night. So what I want you to do first is you tell everyone. You get on Periscope once a day and you tell everybody, you're going to have a sale. This is what you're going to be selling. Maybe you tell people, like, this is how you style one of the things. You do a different style every day. You provide some value to everything that you say, but you tell people beforehand. Don't just like get your stuff and be like, woo, shop the box. You don't want to do that your first time out of the gate, okay? This is not a time when you want to wing it. Your first Periscope party, you do not want to wing it. You want to work with your sponsor. You're welcome, and you really want to make sure that you are prepared. What time of day, it doesn't matter, because people can watch it in replay. It doesn't matter what time you tell people about the scope. What time works for you as far as your actual Periscope? I think after work, any day after work or weekends is good. Nighttime is always better. Think when the kids are in bed. That's always helpful. All right, so after you tell everyone on Periscope and you tell them daily, you remind them to follow you. Every time you're on, you're going to tell them to tap on that guy and to share and follow. Follow and share, follow and share, follow and share. So you're going to just put a Post-it on your phone so everyone remembers to follow and share. So that way they get them when you go live and you actually are selling something. So that's exciting. So after you announce your sale, I'm going to cross this off as we go, guys. After you announce your sale, you are going to set up your event on Facebook. And I'm going to take you guys off the tripod and I'm going to show you, oh, hold on. You're spot on with that whistle. I forgot my official, I'm teaching you guys something glasses. Vicky, I hope you're wearing yours at home, Vicky. You like the whistle? I'm very good at whistling. All right, so I'm taking you guys off. We are going to do. All right. Hold on a second. All right, so you are going to go to your group. So here's my group, guys. LuLaRoe and Matos VIP shopping. You're going to go to events. Yes, I will put this on YouTube. It'll take me till tomorrow to record it, and then I'll put it up. And what I do in my events, let me go to my last pop-up. Here we go, Periscope pop-up. So this is what I do. My location is always at Periscope, and this is my handle. I always have the same instructions, and what the instructions do is they tell everyone how to claim. So before you start, you need a pen and paper because I'm going to use numbers. You're going to open up the Periscope app and you're going to find me. This is how you claim. There's a lag, so be careful because it's always going to look like you claim first. Pretend like these people have not shopped for you ever, okay? And if you need to see this, just go to my events. You can look in past events and you can see these instructions, okay? I have a Google form. And like I said, every time I recreate this, I just copy these instructions and paste it into a new one. I always put up here a description of what I'm selling. I will usually post an agenda. Here we go, there's my agenda. And this time I actually posted like how many I was selling because I was doing such a big sale. Always post an agenda, break up your broadcast, but tell people, be descriptive. Have more information than less. This is not a time to just, you know what, they know what they're doing. Pretend like you are getting your grandma on there and your grandma is going to be doing Periscope for the first time. What would your grandma need to know if she needed to get on Periscope? So put that in your Facebook. So, all right, you create your event. Now you need to pin a form because before you actually sell anything, you want a way for people to check out. You like that lighting back there? Sorry about that, guys. You want to make sure that when they are done shopping, that would be you, when they're done shopping, they're ready to check out. So you want your checkout post up before you do the event. So let me show you how. I'm not going to get into how you create a Google form. I'm just going to show you my form. Y'all can figure that out on your own, or if you're on my team, I actually have a tutorial just for you. You're welcome. But it's really super easy. You go to Google Forms, but you know what? I will show you here. I will show you right from like the Google homepage. All right, so say you've never created a Google form. You go to Google, you go to those little squares, you go down here to more, even more. And now you're gonna go down here to Home Office. And you come over here to Forms. Forms are so easy to build. They're so intuitive. You just would simply, you ask a question, you pick what kind of answer you want, and then you just pick over here to create another one. I already have a form, so all I do is copy an old form and paste it. So let me see. I have a Periscope checkout form. So this is it. So say this is my form and I'm going to use it. You come up here, you click on send, then you click on this little linky thing that looks like a linky thing. Click on shorten. Even though it's highlighted and I know there's a copy button, don't click on that, it doesn't work. Just right click and copy or Control C, and then you are going to go back to, of course I don't have it open. You're gonna go back to Facebook and you're going to pin that to the top of your event. So, sorry, now you have to like look at all my stuff. And there's my tiara. All right, so now I'm gonna go back to my event. And I'm just going to post this in tonight's just so you all can see it. Okay. So you're just going to write a post. You're going to write blah, blah, blah. Come back here to check out. Shipping is this. Please pay your invoices by this time. And here's your post. So you're going to post it. And then you're going to pin that post. Always pin your post. There you go. Okay, so you have told everyone about your sale. It's now, like say it's like Thursday, your sale's tomorrow. So where are we on our list? We're doing good because so far we've told everyone we're going on Periscope like once a day. So you don't think a Shop the Box Periscope is a good idea. Of course, I love Shop the Box. It's just not for your first time. Shop the Boxes are more for like your fourth time, fifth time. Get these down pat before you do a Shop the Box, okay? Rocking those glasses, you like that? No glass. I wear contacts, so my real glasses are like really dorky. These are dollar store, and we had to knock the glass out. All right, so we've set up our event on Facebook, and we create and pin the form. And honestly, you can create the pin and form as soon as you create the event. Like, you don't have to wait until right beforehand. This is not a necessity, but I highly recommend it. Thank you, like the fake glasses. Periscope instructions on Facebook. How many of you guys have seen my instructions on YouTube on how to find me on Periscope? I mean, have you guys seen it? You guys, most of you guys, yes. You subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I do. I have like that 4-minute YouTube video on how to find me on Periscope, how to download the app, how to find me, how to follow me. Do it for yourself, guys. Totally worth it. Make it short. You know, I always say, like, tutorials, you want to keep them under 5 minutes. So anytime someone's like, Periscope, what's that? Remember, think of your grandma. Your grandma's like, Periscope, honey, what is that? First video you ever watched. Oh, that's awesome. So you're like, don't worry, grandma. Just follow these instructions. And you just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste that link. So not a necessity. You can use my link and follow me. So thanks. But create your own. It helps. All right. Now we're there, guys. Can you please hold up that list for a screenshot? Sure. Well, this is the same agenda this is the same agenda that is in the event. So, I mean, I've already like crossed stuff off, but yeah, there you go. You can. I see all the cameras. That's funny. But seriously, it's in the event, guys. Just go to my Facebook page, which is in my bio, and you can go to my event. And this agenda, I just copied it like right from there. So I like to have a list. I'm big on lists. Hashtag Earth Day. Okay. So just so you know, if you want to change the shape of the hearts, you don't type it yourself. It is the person who is doing the Periscope that has to put it in the title. I don't know where applesauce is. She's probably stuck in the room. We're looking for my dog. Hold on a second. Is she outside? Is she in a room? She's probably stuck in a room. She's stuck in the bedroom, honey. I think she's stuck in the bedroom. She must have followed me in there. Hold on. My 12-year-old dog is stuck somewhere. Okay. You love her name? Yeah. We had pork chop. We had pork chop and applesauce. Now we're down to applesauce. Anyway, so I totally got out of my flow. All right. It's sale day. Where was I? What are we talking about? Oh, okay. You cannot type in hashtag Earth Day to make your hearts change. The person, me, who's hosting the Periscope has to type it into the title. I know most of you guys know it, but just in case there's anyone out there that doesn't know that, maybe there was someone earlier today who had that question and was a little embarrassed about it, so just put it out there. You don't type it in, I type it in, and that's how you get the hearts. And those come and go. So like we used to have Chinese New Year, that's gone. Hashtag bats, hashtag winter, they're seasonal, they come and go. So you had no clue. Funniest thing I think I've read all day. Do hashtags help get people to follow you? Like if you do hashtag LuLaRoe? Not that I found. Alex Kahn used to say like it's really good to have a short hashtag on your Periscope. I have not found it to be useful, but honestly, maybe I'm just not techie enough. You didn't know either. See, there you go. The person who is hosting the broadcast has to put it in the title to change the shape of the hearts. You guys don't do it. So when you see a camera mixed in, it means someone's taking a screenshot. Exactly. You're my grandma. There you go. Yes, if you take a screenshot, like if I hold it up, when I held that sign up, if you see all the cameras floating up the side along with the hearts, that means that people are taking a screenshot. So yeah, if you guys ever try to do a sale, like you know how we're not allowed to do sales, so when you hold up that sign and you're like $30 maxis, and everyone's like, that's because they're going to rat you out. So don't do that. That's all. You see all those cameras floating up because people are trying to, they're trying to take a picture of you. So I've seen that before. Cool, but it happened. All right, let's get back to it. How do you screenshot? For an iPhone, you press both the home key and the side key at the same time. It's like like that. You know, if that's helpful. All right, it's sale day, guys. You don't understand. Okay. Your home button, you know your home button right there, and the button on the side where you turn your phone on and off if it's an iPhone, if you press them both at the same time, it'll screenshot it. So like if someone's trying to claim something, then they do it. The round button and the one on the top. The one on the side, not the one on the top, the one on the side. What about an iPad? I don't know. Guys, you might have to Google this on your own. All right, let's keep going. It's sale time. It's finally here. Now, we're still not winging it. We are still going to be prepared, okay? You mean ratting people out? There's a whatchamacallit, there's an email, there's a compliance email. So, and people are nasty, so you know what, just don't do it. Just don't even try it. For discounting, yes, they rat you out for discounting. It's not cool. All right, so you're having your big Periscope sale on Friday and it's your first time, guys. This is what you need to do. You need to get with a sponsor or you need to get with a scope buddy if your sponsor is not on Periscope, and you need to check out lighting. Before every single Periscope, I do a locked broadcast, and I usually do it with my husband because I know that he's not going to pick up. It doesn't matter if anyone's on the other side. It just matters that you have that broadcast going. I check my lighting. I check to see what's behind me, and yes, I already knew this was going to show up, and I did it anyway. Get your lighting down. The first Periscope I did out in the kitchen because I have like a million lights out there. How do you do locked? There's a lock. Before you go live, you tap on the lock. It has to be someone who's following you and you're following them back. But every single time. This is not the time where you want to get on Periscope and you're like, oh, my hair looks terrible, or oh my gosh, and you know, I got something on my teeth. No, work all that out. Do not do that. Do not act like this is the first time you turn on Periscope. Do not turn on Periscope for the first time, you know, in front of a bunch of people, because you never know who's going to be on. So practice, practice, practice. Get your lighting down, practice with your sponsor, make sure you know exactly where you're going to be. Maybe your office isn't the best. You know what my best setup is? Here, I'll show you. Guys, let's go. My best setting. Okay, so you see all these million lights up here, not millions. I thought that would be my best lighting. So my first Periscope I did in the kitchen. It was awful. I do have a lighting kit. I bought it specifically for Periscope, and it kind of sucks. So this is my best lighting, right out here in my living room. I used to have my kitchen table out here. Hold on. Okay, so this is so many fix their hair while starting Periscope. Yes, and I get it. Like sometimes, you know, like we'll be on here talking, I'll be like, oh, my hair looks so ratty, you know, like we all do it. We all do it. But remember, people are going to be watching you in replay. When you first start Periscope, you do not want to be on there and be like, oh, I mean, you own a mirror, people. Use a mirror. Utilize that mirror. Periscope is not a mirror. So know what you look like. You know, do that private broadcast. You have those pillows. Yes, thank you, IKEA. Do those private broadcasts so you're not surprised. Okay. So, lighting. Find out what is the... Find out what's going to be the truest color for you. Of course, I have these on back. All right, this looks pretty true to life. So short of being outside in full sunlight, you need to find out where in your house is your best lighting. On the private broadcast, is it people you follow who follow you back, or just yourself? It is just me and either my husband or my best friend. So they have to follow you. You have to be following them, and they have to be following you to do a locked broadcast. I do it every single time. Okay, so now you know where you're going to do this. So now you're like, all right, the living room. The living room is it. You know, just be cognizant. Usually I do try to clean this up before I start. How do you start the broadcast with the camera on you? You can't. You choose who sees it when private. Yes. How do you choose just one person? You find them in your list. Everyone who is following you that you're following back, you'll be in a list. You'll get it. I promise. You have awesome light in your closet, but that's not the best location. No, it is not. When you tap the lock, you'll say make private, and you'll have a list of contacts that you can make it private with. You can either search or you can choose. Do I recommend music? Yes, I have my music on right now. So hold on a second. Let me go back to my list. I like my list, guys. Okay, bring my pen. All right. So lighting, you've got your lighting down. Music. I prefer music. I honestly, it doesn't matter to me whether you guys hear it or not. To me, it sets the mood. Because I know you guys have seen this, like where some people, they go live and it is like, boom, boom. I mean, it's just, it's not fun. Put on whatever makes you have fun. I find that even though I can't hear you guys, if the music is too loud, it feels like it's interrupting conversation. Birds chirping. Yeah, Yes. So put on the music that's going to make you have fun. For me, it is my Pandora workout music. Right now, it's Hot Fitness Radio. That's it for me. I mean, cricket. Anyway, so that is, that's what works for me. And I put it on low enough where I can hear it. You guys normally can't hear it. I don't think you can hear it, but it doesn't matter. You're setting the mood, guys. You're setting the mood. Okay, so we've got our lighting. We've got our music. The next thing, sign. How many times have you guys seen this one? What's holding your phone right now? A tripod. Thank you very much. You need a tripod. Tripod for whatever. If it's your iPad or if it's your iPhone, you need a tripod. Oh, speaking of, I can't believe I missed it. Pick whichever device you're going to use and practice with it ahead of time. If you practice with your phone, use your phone. Your phone normally has your best camera. I would say only use your iPad if it's like a brand new iPad or an iPad Pro or an iPad Air. How can you shut off text during Periscope? Every time, I don't know. Anytime someone texts you, you get kicked out? Ooh, I don't know. Mine come through, I just don't respond to them. They come through at the top and they just go away. All right, so your sign. I have my link in my bio, airplane mode. Then will that still do Wi-Fi? You're worried about someone calling during a scope. If someone calls during a scope, it pauses your scope, you hit decline, it bridges back here. Airplane mode would call Periscope. I would think, set on do not disturb, probably. I just don't, so people know not to call me this late. Okay, so your sign. Signs are important. Have one that has your Facebook group. I have this in my bio, but it's always helpful. I showed it multiple times. I used to use this. This was my how to check out. I don't do this anymore because now I have a Google form, and I always put the Google form. I put a link to the Google form in my bio. I find that easier. Most people are part of my Facebook group, but I know that when I shop on Periscope, it is so much easier for me to click on that link. To click on the link in the bio to fill out a form instead of going to the Facebook group. Nothing against joining the Facebook group, and if you're trying to get people to join your Facebook group, that's great, but I just think for ease, I know for me as a customer, I enjoy that ease of just clicking right on the link. So every time I do a party now, I put the link to the Google Doc right in my bio, and I put a link to my Facebook group in there. So both links are in there because you're only allowed like a certain amount of characters. So both of them are in there, but my Google Doc checkout doc is number one. So I don't use this anymore, but I used to all the time. So instructions on how to check out is good. Yeah, you like having the link in there. I do sell on Facebook Live. I did a sale on Friday, and it was fantastic. I really liked it. I do the same thing. Whoa, if your upline doesn't Periscope, how do you recommend? I missed that. If your upline does not do Periscope, just find another consultant who's waiting in the queue, and you guys can be, Periscope buddies and practice doing lock broadcasts, and then delete that when you're done, so it doesn't look like you see like 5 broadcasts that are locked, because you can still see them. You can't play them, but you can see that they're there. So delete them when you're done, guys. Another thing that you guys want to do is suggest one or both Periscope. Yeah, I like them both. I'm pretty much torn. I like them both. I think I like that this has less lag. So I have 80 pairs of leggings coming, and no one in your upline uses Periscope. Oh, we all use Periscope. We'll find Periscope, buddy. Don't worry, just PM me. We'll find you someone. You don't think anyone in your upline does. We can do pair. There you go. See, you guys can pair up right here. Yes, I have 80 pairs of leggings. I'm doing those on Periscope because the lag is not there. I don't know because the order's printed, but I haven't gotten my shipping notification, and I forgot. I was in such a rush to order them, I did not do expedited shipping. So they're coming. They're coming, guys. They're coming. Break up your broadcast by style and have size signs, so that way your replay viewers can easily scroll through and know when you are switching. I did a chalkboard on my last sale, and every time I switched size, I switched on the chalkboard. That way someone watching a replay can easily have a visual break in your sizes. And then, like I said, break up your broadcast, whether you're doing Facebook Live or Periscope, break it up by style. That way people don't have to tune in for everything. There's just another sign. So Signs, signs, signs. Okay, so you have your lighting, you have your music, you have your signs, you have your links. Have I ever done? No, I don't ever do it by size only in every style. You mean like do like Irma's Perfect Randy's extra small? Like that? No. Do you recommend a new scope for each item? Yes, for each style. Yes, absolutely. And put that in your agenda. Can you put this on YouTube when you're done so you can refer back? Yes, I will do it tomorrow. Okay, so you've got your lighting, you've got your music, you have your signs, you have your links set up. Merchandise. This might seem obvious, but seriously, know where you're going to put your stuff. All right, hold on. Oh, no, I don't want to stop it. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, so I wheel a rack out here. So I have most of my merchandise sitting right out here if it's stuff that's already hung up. We're not doing shop the box. So I have, this might seem really basic, guys, but no, like right now my rack is too high. I could not easily reach it without like, stretching every single time. So make sure if, like a lot of times I'll have it behind me. You like those pictures? Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see the new family pictures. Oh, the one that I had done with my Lucy. Anyway, so know where you're going to pull your merchandise from, those babies. Those babies are almost 4. So know where you're going to pull your merchandise from. Know where you like the LuLaRoe Sisterhood. So do I. You're welcome. And know where you're going to put it when you're done. What I do, coat check numbers from Amazon. Thank you, Heather and Heidi, for the brilliant idea that everybody loves, coat check numbers. So, and keep it moving fast, guys. There's nothing worse than you're like, who wants this black azure? It's an extra small. Anybody? Anybody? Oh, you like it? Anybody? It just gets painful. Don't go so fast that you cut off conversation, though. So, yes, that's a fabulous idea. Yeah. So number it, and guys, I prefer to number it every single one as I go for my replay viewers. I know some people say if you want to just send me a screenshot. I just say, here's the number, fill out the form. The first person that fills out the form gets it. That's what I do. So you number it. So where are you going to put it now? Are you going to put unsold things, behind you? Are you going to put it back on the rack? Know where you're taking your inventory from. Know where you're putting it. If it sells, where are you going to put it? Are you going to have a separate spot for sold things, or are you going to put it all together? One thing you can do, and one thing I have started doing is, like when I'm doing a sale, every 10 items that sells, don't put it on the floor. Do not put it on the floor. Oh my gosh, no. You're very welcome. So if I'm doing a raffle, which I love doing, so for I think now I'm doing every dozen items because I can account for like a couple things that can be claimed. I rip this off, I put this in my bucket. So have your numbers, have your bucket, okay? I have them both sitting right next to me. So I put it right there in my handy dandy plastic tub. And then if I have a half a number, this item is being claimed. But you see, I don't want to do that every time. So I'd have this lowered and I'd have it right next to me. So just think about that. Where are you going to pull it from? Where are you going to put it when you're done? You watched one where they were throwing items around on the floor. Oh my gosh. Oh, can't imagine. Hey, you know what? To each their own. Do you like portrait versus landscape? I like portrait because landscape moves the camera over and I don't feel like moving the camera. All right, do you replay the sale if the person who bought didn't put the number on the form? That hasn't happened. They replay it until they get to their item and they can get their number that way. They can get their number in replay. So I very, very, very rarely go back and watch. I only do it if I have to put them on the list, guys. They scoped from the floor as well, and it was all brand new items. Maybe it was in plastic. So there you go. Keep your flow going. So you pull an item, you tell the size, you tell the style. Don't spend too long. Don't go too fast. Keep a flow going. I like the numbers because that way, even if I'm talking fast and someone has a big lag, they can claim this 2 down the line, and I don't have to say so if you just say sold, and I mean, sometimes I say first name with that last initial, and most of the time I just say, just type the number, guys. I mean, I'm not really a fan of those people who are like, you have to type your first name and your last initial and the number. I'm like, if you type the number, I know you want the item. So you know what? I'm pretty sure I know what you mean when you type the number. So you do what you want. This works for me. So I do the number and I move on. So you do the number, you move on. And honestly, first name, last initial is a little bit easier for me to read it back. I did find that helpful. You plan on using the code tags on your picture on Facebook also. Why? Agreed, keep it simple. Actually, don't answer that. That's up to you. I don't need to know the why. How do you do numbers on leggings? You put them in the bag or you stack them? How much are the code tags? I don't know. You can Google that though. You think they're using a program that gives them a script after that? They are. They're using Scope or Chat. So those people that have assistants watching and writing it down, that does help, I think. No, I do not write down their info as a claim. That's the customer's responsibility, and they can take a screenshot. So once they claim if something is claimed, hold it up, give them time to screenshot it if they want with the number visible, and then you move on. All right, merchandise. Tell everyone how to claim. So if you're going to say, sold, tell them that. If you're going to give you numbers, you tell them that. If you're going to do first name, last name, whatever your system is, make sure you spell it out at the beginning. You had that exactly, really? Okay, so Black, Perfect Tea, and Cassie. Twins. What if someone else fills out the form for items that weren't first to claim? Does that happen? No, it doesn't. Very, very, very rarely. Sometimes in replay, and honestly, I just say, oh, I'm sorry, that's already been claimed. That's it. That's it. Does anyone ever try to fill out an invoice for something that someone else has actually claimed? No. No. Only in replay it's happened. Query into a pop-up. You'll take a pic. Awesome. How many people back out and don't fill out forms? Not many. Not many. But I seriously have a list, guys. So, I mean, if they don't fill out their form and they claim something, I do put them on the list. If they do it twice, they're out. I have never had to kick anyone out. I don't block anyone. So, most people want their goods. It's really not an issue. I don't know, you don't have to be like super strict. And okay, this is not on the list, but let's talk about returns, people. Let's be generous and be kind and treat people how you want to be treated. I hear some consultants and they're like, they don't take back leggings. They have to return it within a certain time frame. They are like really strict on their returns. I get so few returns. How many times? It depends on what I'm selling, what time of day, honestly. So just with returns, you're going to get so few. And honestly, if you handle a return well, and people are usually really nervous about reaching out to you about return. So go above and beyond. That's where if you are really good to a customer with their return, they're going to remember that and they're going to come back to you and you're going to have a loyal customer. So before you come up with all these rules for your group, especially if you're a QB, I have rules for returns, but do I adhere to them? I don't have to, because it's not like I get like maybe 2 or 3 a month, and just be overly kind, okay? Extra customer service, extra. So just, yeah. Don't be like, oh, you had it more than 14 days, or you can, but I just wouldn't recommend it, okay? Yes, customers first. Customers first. I don't even care if I didn't sell it to them. I'll still take it back. I don't care. You're too nice for your own good, so you know, but people do not take advantage of me. It's not like I've had that happen. I mean, like I said, I get 2 or 3 a month. If it's an item I sell and it has a tag on it, I'm going to take it back. I do not mail them a return label. They do have to return it to me. They do have to send it to me. If they're returning it because of a defect, I will refund them shipping. If they're returning it for size or something else, then they pay for shipping back, and then we'll get them, Yes. Oh, yeah, I have to charge for tax. Love your customers. They are your livelihood. Absolutely. So treat them like you want to be treated. This is really your business, so you can do that. Had to reach out to you because your consultant wouldn't take it, and you're cool with that. Do you have extra LuLaRoe tags to put back on? No. I have the legging tag, but that's it. All right. So how to claim your sold and unsold items, raffle, whatever you decide to do for raffle. Is tax a new? Yes. Yes. LuLaRoe met with the top tax advisor in the country. We do have to start charging taxes. Imagine if you came here and you bought from a store, you'd be paying sales tax from me in Pinellas County, which is 7%. Same thing. We do not have an option. It is not optional. You do have to charge sales tax. So if you find someone who's not, it's not cool. You have to do it, guys. So we can't even take it out. If you do a raffle, just have a bucket ready, bucket, bag, whatever you want. And raffles are fun. Raffles are a good way to keep your customers engaged too. Are you taking new directs? Not at the moment, but I can put you in touch with someone on my team who is taking new directs, so you can still be a part of the Material Girls team. All right, how to claim sold and unsold items raffle. Okay, so you're done. That's it. Living in PA, am I allowed to advertise I have no tax? I don't know. I guess you could. That's kind of borderline. Like you might be like advertising a discount. How many directs do I have? I have a couple. I have like 3 teams. That's why I'm not really sure of like the exact numbers because I have a couple that signed up for teams. All right, so you're all done. You had an awesome night. You sold a bunch of stuff. Our team rocks. Our team does rock. I have to say, I am so proud of our team. We have got like the best, most supportive, no drama team like that I know of. I love it. Love it, love it. So now you are ready to go pack up all those goodies. The fun is over. It's like you wake up the next morning, you see that rack of tags half ripped off because they've all sold. So you're like, yes. Now what do you do? All right. Come on, I'll take you back. I'll show you what you do. Do you have any Canadians on your team? No, I do not. What's the May number? The May number? What's that? Best team ever. Yeah, the best team ever. Oh, so here is my lighting kit. So I bought this. You're in Tampa. Oh, okay. Considering selling, looking for sponsor reach out to. All right, I'm in Clearwater. I'm in Safety Harbor. Call Kayla into work. Yes. Here's one of the lights that I bought. I got this from Amazon, and it came in 2 packs. Rarely use them unless I'm doing a Periscope in my office because my office is super dark. You're in Tampa. Yeah, I am really close by. And we actually, my whole team, my whole upline is in Tampa. She's actually, Annalisa is in South Tampa, and she is taking people on. So I can, or Vicky is taking people on, and she is in Tampa. So we have a good, good crowd in Tampa. Hold on, this is crooked. Oh, next time I will pay more than like $10 for a stand. You're in Lady Lake, Florida. I don't know where that's at. Okay. You know what? I don't know how to do this. I'm just gonna turn this off. So your sale is over. Now it is time for you. You've got a whole rack of stuff, and what do? So this is what I do. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. And here I am over in Alabama. Aw, Kelly. The village stays split. All right, so I will have, I pull up the Google. Once you pull up the Google Doc, let me show you. Oh no, I really don't want to show you customer information, so I'm not going to do that. So once you have the Google form filled out, there's going to be responses. Now you're going to have to pull it up into a spreadsheet. So you're going to click on the little Excel. It's like a little tiny green icon to get your Google responses, and that's going to give you everyone's response in a spreadsheet. So what I do is you can do it either way. You can either start with your spreadsheet and then go to the item, or you can start with the item and go to the spreadsheet. But you're gonna, I'll just go one, just pretty simple. So you're gonna grab the Randy and say this has number 1. You then check your spreadsheet. You see if they filled out the form. If they filled out the form, then I package it. I put their name on it. I send them an invoice, and I just copy and paste their name and their email address right from the Google response sheet into Audrey for invoicing. So you're going to bring up 1 Randy, extra small, to Beth Smith. Here's your email. I always put a description of the item in there. It'll automatically default, and it'll say thank you for your order. I like to put a description so that I know what they're getting and they know what they're getting. So I take it off the hanger. I put it in a plastic bag or a pink bag, and I always put thank you. This is actually Kayla. Thank you. Oh, Cheryl. There you go. Cat's out of the bag. You bought an Azure today. And I put their name on it. So that way it does double duty. I have, here, I'll show you. So this is, all right, this is everything from my my group sales. Kayla just invoiced. So she pulls it, she puts it in the bag, she puts a little note on there saying, oh, I'm sorry, are the bags, what? I missed it. So she either will put them in a little plastic bag that they come in, or she'll put them in a pink bag and she'll put the name on the front. So that way, once they pay their invoice, up here, I grab it, I put it into one of these mailers. So this is for anything over £1. I do priority flat rate. Otherwise, I do these. I like these because these are recycled. I have some cute ones, but I like the recycled ones. You weigh it here on the scale, and then I print it over here. And while it's printing, I package it up, and it goes in this bag, and I schedule a pickup for my cycle too. Yeah, I was just really bothered with the amount of plastic because, I mean, there has to be a plastic bag. Like, you have to put it in a plastic bag to mail it, just with the level of protection. So I thought 2 plastic bags to mail 1 item, that's just a lot of plastic waste going in the world. So that, my friends, is it. Oh, and I put in either a business card if it's leggings, or yay for recycling, yes. Where do you get your pink bags? Someone in my team bought them, and we got a good deal. Or I do put these on my my tags. So this is just like, it's just like a business card in sticker form, and it has everything that's on my business card. And, you know, the washing instructions, the return instructions if they want. You have the same skirt. Yeah, I just got this. So this will go on a tag, or a business card will go into every bag. And I like having a picture just because a lot of people buy from a lot of people, a lot of different things. So this just reminds them who they bought from. Yes, I will be posting this on my YouTube channel. Ooh, hot flash. Every time I get dressed up, it's, you know, this happens. But guys, I think, we made it through the list. Post sale, okay, so packing up, invoicing, and shipping. So after a sale, I mean, you can do it either way. Like, you can go through your list and you can invoice. We prefer to pull it, package it, invoice, put the name on it. So that way, once they pay, we just pick that item up, we stick it in the mailer, we weigh it, we label it. And honestly, most of the time, like, that's one of those big 31 totes. I use my IKEA blue bags. You know the IKEA blue bags that you guys use for pop-ups? I use at least 1, sometimes 2, because I have so much stuff going out. Oh, and here is my YouTube channel. Hold on, I've got a sign for that, guys. So this, I will probably record it tomorrow because I have to replay it and then record it. And then, so it's not going to be like the best version, but that way I get all the comments. So here's my YouTube channel, Matos LuLaRoe. I use stamps.com. Yes, thank you. So once they pay their invoice, you'll see an Audrey. They'll have their name, email, and their address. Oh, you're so welcome. So you just copy and paste it right from Audrey into stamps.com. So easy. I do not use a Dymo printer. Everyone who does loves them. I don't. I use those peel and stick labels that are 2 to a sheet. I print it. I have e-ink, so I don't ever run out of ink. I stick it on the label, and there you go. My videos are the best. Oh, thank you. You can download the video from Periscope to your camera roll. Yes, you can, but it does not keep the comments. And I think there might be a limit on size because it didn't work with the Q&A. Yeah, without the comments, I just look like I'm talking to myself. So I use e-ink. I signed up with it through, I don't know if it was through Staples or through the printer, but basically it just senses when your ink is low and it sends it to you. It's like $10 a month, but I go through at least 1 ink cartridge a month. So honestly, okay, between the labels aren't that expensive. It's like 200 labels for $8. HP. Okay, thank you. So I did it through HP. So I bought a new printer, and I'm like, well, I might as well use the printer. So I do $10 a month for the ink, and then labels are $8. Or you can buy a Dymo printer that uses no ink, but is more money up front. Honestly, 6 to 1, half dozen the other. So use whatever you want. If you get a Dymo, you're not going to be disappointed. You do not need to spend the money right off the bat. That's something that can wait. Okay. We did it. I think we did it, guys. What? And we did it in under an hour. Can you use a camera for filming and hardwire it to your tablet? I don't know. That's a good question for our Lula tech girls, Jen and Heron. I don't know. So informative. Thank you. You're very welcome. Does anyone have any questions that I did not cover? Oh, you're welcome, guys. My biggest thing is just practice. Practice with a sponsor. If your sponsor doesn't do it, then practice with a friend. Get your best friend to do it. I don't care. This is my iPhone. I have a 6S Plus iPhone. How do you gain followers on Periscope? You deliver messages that are useful every time. Oh, thank you. So you can't Periscope off computer. No, you cannot. Do you offer porch pickup? Yes. I mean, it happens very rarely, but yeah, if they pay for it and they want me to leave it on the porch, yes. You made it. All right. This makes you less anxious to start. Good. Well, okay. When you guys do your first Periscope, you're going to be nervous enough about everything else. The last thing you want to worry about is all of this. So get this part down. I know, like, if you're on my team, you guys know I'm always like, when are we going to do our private scope? When are we going to do, what are you going to do for lighting? Where's your music? Where's your signs? Can you see it? Are you using this device? Are you going to do a portrait? Are you going to do a landscape? You have too much headroom. Zoom in closer. I can't see that. Can you read this? So I am like on it. You were terrified at first, but it was not that bad. No, Carly, you're so cute. Of course it's not bad. No. You have a legit fear of cameras. Yes, but you did it, and you did great. And that's what we did, the pass the scope first, and you did yours today. Oops, you guys should have, Tracy, you figured it out. I did it the first time, and it was a hot mess. So just from experience, that start broadcast button. Yes, but before you get nervous, just tap it. Every time I get nervous, like almost every single time, I just tap it. You like shop the boxes, so do I. But just don't do it for your first time. What's your processing time between, I missed that one. But let's keep the questions just for Periscope related. If you guys have like more questions, I would recommend reaching up to your sponsor for like just your general questions. Sorry, I didn't see that. But if you have any questions about like the actual Periscope, but like I said, just practice at least once. I mean, it doesn't have to be like 10 practice, do a private locked one. No, I have not seen the new Periscope update, and I just restarted my phone, so I didn't get it. Like I said, it could be broadcasting to no one. As long as it's locked and you can see it, yes, use private scope. And no, I've not seen this. How do you send daily Periscope messages leading up to live broadcast? What do you mean daily? Like I would just do like a short, hey guys, this is Anna. Remember the Periscope sale is on Friday. It's going to be my initial Periscope. I'm going to be selling Randy's. Have you seen the Randy's yet? Here's a Randy. Here's some of the cute ones. Don't show everything. Take it out of the plastic. Can you Periscope while in the queue to gain followers? I wouldn't. I mean, what are you going to tell them? You're in the queue? Your customers care? Maybe the QB talk, guys, I wouldn't do it using your LuLaRoe handle. Like you do a 1 minute live broadcast to give a heads up. Sometimes I do, but most times no. How many items do you suggest doing in one night? I would do, like if it's your initial inventory, I would do one to two styles a night. Break it up into 2 nights. That seems like it works better. Do like styles together. Stay on task. Do not get too sidetracked by comments or someone or a lot of times there's private conversations going on. Do you only use your phone to read comments? Yes, I only use my phone. So just keep in control. Don't worry about trolls. Let everyone else block them if you have them. Just stay in control of your broadcast. Keep it moving. Don't go back. Do not go back while you're doing something. Go back at the end. Just keep your flow going. How to gain followers from the queue. So I wouldn't start scoping until you actually are getting your stuff. What do you mean by QB talk? You guys have seen it. I'm sure you guys have seen it. You gained over 100 followers. Yeah, but they're probably just other QBs. So what you could do is you could go into other people's, like my scope, and you can comment. And a lot of times people see like the LuLaRoe name and they'll tap and they'll follow you. But please don't go into other people's broadcasts and ask people to follow you, because that will get you blocked. And you just block by you tap on the person. So like I see a nasty comment, I tap on them, and you tap block user. That's it. But you want to let everyone else block them first, because the more blocks that they get, then they get reported to Periscope. Okay. Oh, there's Kendra and Stephanie. You're thrilled that you could change your handle today. Yeah, that is nice. You got kicked out. How many items do you suggest doing in one night for your initial? I would do 1 to 2 styles because you have so much. And I wouldn't show duplicates unless there's something really hot that are selling. And do like styles together. So I was saying like do leggings first and then do Irmas and Perfects or whatever. What's the QB talk? Hold on a second. Do your skirts, like do your dress, your items, together. QB talk is when still doing the agonizing wait in the queue. Yeah, that's the thing. QB talk is when people in the queue use Periscope to talk to other people in the queue, and they'll even use a hashtag like QB talk. I understand we use this sometimes for other consultants like this. I like to do it rarely, and I like to label it so that way my customers don't get confused. I would not recommend QB Talk using your LuLaRoe handle, because how are you going to translate that? And I'm totally ignoring all of your comments right now. I'm sorry. I know you guys are talking amongst yourself. How are you going to translate that to selling? Just remember, Periscope is for business. These are your customers. If you're doing QB Talk, if you're a QB and you're talking to someone else in the QB, how is that valuable to your customers? You want to have them, every time they hear the whistle and that's you, they're going to be like, oh, she's talking about being in the queue. Again, she's not selling anything, so I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it, but that's up to you. You know what? This is just a suggestion. What I also wouldn't do is no animals, have a clean house. If you're going to drink a little bit, no smoking, no cursing. A lot of kids watch this, guys. Even if it's late for you, it might not be late for someone else. A lot of people have kids sitting on their lap, so watch your language. You did your first Periscope after onboarding. Yes, that's a good time. Yes, you get onboarded, you're all excited, you're like, yay, I'm going to be selling LuLaRoe, I'm going to be carrying these styles, my inventory is going to get here. That's a great time to start. But like I said, you don't want to it's a fine line. You guys will figure it out. You will figure it out. Just remember, Periscope is, I'm sorry, I missed that, Liv and Maddie. Please keep your scopes cleaned up. Yes. Outfits of the day. Yeah, you can do outfits of the day. I would use Instagram for outfits of the day, actually, just because you get a lot of perms for outfits of the day. Watch a lady the other day, and her cat was all up on the table with the clothes. Oh. So before my Periscopes, my cat goes in the laundry room where he lives anyway, because Bobby's allergic. I try to keep the dog away. The dog doesn't gross me out like the cat does, though. Cat and people are really allergic. So yeah, if this was a shop, would you buy clothes from a clothing shop where there was animals around? What's the difference between the globe, camera, heart? Oh, hashtag Earth Day in my title. I put it. You guys don't type it. It gets the different hearts. It gets Earth-shaped hearts. The actress on Liv and Maddie. Oh, I don't watch it. I'm sorry. We don't have cable. Camera is a screenshot. Yes. You love animals enough not to eat them, but you don't want to wear their shedded fur. That's right, Carly. Yes. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. What would you want to see? Do you want to see? I don't know. How do you? Don't yell at your kids on camera. I mean, well, and keep in mind, I do all these things. I'm not perfect. I do all these things. Don't yell at your kids. I totally yell at my kids. Don't drink on camera. You see me drinking wine. Just keep it professional. This is a business, ladies. This is your business. You invested a lot of money to get this business started. Make it, keep it business-like. This is conversational. We are friends, but this is a business. Where do you get your peel and stick labels? Amazon. And I think I like $8 for 200. Sometimes the customers have to remember you're still human. Yes, that's true. That's true. But you don't want to, I don't know, like if I'm doing like just a check-in, like, hey, how's it going? I'll put my kids on. You guys will see my kids all the time. But while I'm doing a sale, you guys are not going to see my kids unless like I'm doing a shop the box because I have like the best leggings ever and my kids happen to be up. So, honestly, I'm going to make sure that my husband watches my kids. I mean, I like my kids, but business is business. So when I'm selling, I'm selling. I mean, when I do my check-in scopes during the day, that's when you guys see like more about my personal life. That's when I let that part in. But when I do a sale, you guys don't see my kids. You rarely see my husband. So I like to keep it. I don't know. Yes, life happens. It does happen, but it doesn't have to happen. You know what? If your kid is crying, don't ignore him. Turn the camera off and go help your kid, and then come back. It's okay. Everyone understands. My kids are so cute, though. Yeah. Your kids bomb you every once in a while. Yeah, some customers have your undivided attention. Yes, you want to give your customers undivided attention. That's why you like my scopes, because my kids are out of them. Yeah, I mean, when you're selling, you got to remember, you have some serious buyers in there. Respect their time. Respect their time. Don't Periscope and drive and then have road rage. Don't Periscope and drive. Good tip, like for life. There will be no Bram in your sales. Yes, but you know what? Bram in your everyday check-in life is fine. Just in your sales, maybe not so much. So just time, and don't worry about time zones. I know we have a lot of people on the West Coast. They try to do their scopes earlier to accommodate people on the East Coast, but you are going to cultivate your own customers on your customers. Bram is Carly's son. Yes, he'd be all up in the camera. Yes, Bram with an M. So if you are on the West Coast, don't worry. You will get your own customers. Do it on your time and do what works for you. You know, one time Heather Howland did a lunchtime scope, knocked it out of the park. She sold like 70 items during her lunch break. It was amazing because that's when her kids are at school and you worry about the time zone. Don't worry about the time zone. There's going to be people in your time zone that want to buy this stuff. I promise. I promise. Cross all the platforms. Use Instagram. Use Facebook. Use your friends and family. Use everything to get people to your Periscope. It'll get there. And guys, it's not about the numbers. It's about quality, not quantity. You're worried you need to do earlier because you're on the East Coast. I wouldn't. I mean, I do it at a time that works for me. So that's why you guys see me on here at 9:30 every time. So I'm not going to do it any earlier. The 3-year-old doesn't nap and doesn't go to sleep until 9. Well, get a babysitter or have your husband take care of them. Like my kids, like it was like 9 o'clock. I'm like, Bobby, you got to get these kids in bed because I need that living room. So replay shoppers. Yep. Replay shoppers. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? How are you guys doing? So now it's time for you. Okay, guys, like 3 more minutes and then I'm going to bed. You have a 10 p.m. Periscope. Do what works for you. Exactly. You like those glasses? Vicki, I hope you're wearing your glasses too. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Overwhelmed. Don't worry. Don't worry. Watch it in replay. You'll get all this. How do you feel about your teenage helping on camera? I wouldn't put my teenager on film. Sorry. Heck no. There's too many pervs out here. You look fat. I took a shower just for you guys. So that's why I look better. You're wearing your real ones tonight. I was saying that my real ones look kind of dorky. Like these are like on purpose dorky. Can you just come to your house and walk you through the first Periscope? You come to my house and I'll walk you through your first Periscope. Yes. You come to me. But I'm telling you guys, this might seem like overkill. You might feel overwhelmed, but you're going to be very happy that you took all the steps to be as prepared as you can, that you just have to concentrate on showing all these beautiful clothes and your customers. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about the lighting. You don't have to worry about your signs. You don't have to worry about your music. You're done all that. Do it, and then honestly, it's going to become easier and easier and easier and easier. It's not that bad. No, it is not that bad. Nope. And every time I get nervous, I'm just like, hit the button. Because otherwise, I will like freeze up and I'll be like, no, I don't want to do it. So, all right, I am going to tune off before I just start rambling. So tomorrow I will replay this and record it with the comments, and then I'll put it on YouTube. Good night, like a Band-Aid. Yes, it is like a Band-Aid. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you think of any more questions, just post it in the Facebook event in my Facebook group, LuLaRoe Innovations VIP Shopping. You are very, very welcome, everyone. I know you guys have been wanting this, so I hope you found it helpful. And remember, do what works for you. This is what works for me. You will find your own routine. It will get easier. You can do this, okay? Good night.